I find this to be really bizarre that there's an actual alliance between far left and far right individuals that are going after drawings. Yes, in the age of OnlyFans, in the age of hot tub streamers, in the age of Netflix and Drag Kids Story Hour, cartoons are the biggest threat for the far left and the far right. Like, I'm not even kidding. There are people who on their timeline have an altar dedicated to sexuality, and they also have like furry diaper fetishes and whatnot. They don't like anime at all. Like it really bothers them. All right. At least with the far right, I understand. Like they're with God and they're with Jesus, and they believe that even if a man has love with his wife and does it only for pleasure, that is sinful into the eyes of the Lord, and as such, the anime must be purged from the internet. And maybe after we have finished with the purge from the anime, then we can move on to lesser things like OnlyFans. So I do understand where those people are coming from, right? But man, I really feel bad for the artists. I'm not even kidding. Like there's a lot of talented people out there which are trying to make a living by drawing fictional things. It's a respectable living, right? I mean, at least let me put it this way: like your son can watch that rather than watch someone's daughter on OnlyFans. But anyway, again, whatever. Another website, right? Like you notice that the internet is becoming smaller and smaller. Like there's just fewer and fewer places to post nudes, and unless you're a real woman, like if you're a real woman, you can post them everywhere. But if you just happen to be an artist that draws anime girl, well, it sucks to be you. So let's see how ambiguous these rules are, right? And then I'll tell you why it bothers me. Do not depict porn of real people. You know, I can respect this. To a certain degree, though. Kinda, yeah, kinda not. I mean, caricatures exist, right? Like mockeries, but fine. Like, I'm willing to say that. It's kind of interesting, like, what was her name? Kathy Griffin, right? Like, she had this beheaded head of Donald Trump in a skit, and, like, that's fine, and it was on television, like, that's fine, alright. But, like, a caricature where you draw someone. But you know what? I'm a reasonable person. Real people, fine. Okay, don't do it. Subjects, fictional or otherwise, that are under the age of 18. This is the one that's the biggest problem and the most ambiguous. I will tell you why. Like, a lot of people, when they hear about this, they will think of, like, the lolly, which is, like, a little girl that, oh, okay. Even that, I'm willing to agree. You know, I know that not everyone is with me on this, but I'm willing to say, like, fine, you know, like, if a website does this, it's illegal in many countries. Like, even if it's a drawing, in many countries, it's considered, like, child pornography. Okay. But I'll tell you the issue. When you say 18, right? So you're basically saying that 17 is not fine, but 18 it is. So we're talking about drawings here, okay? How old is this? This is Shantae, half genie hero. Don't fucking look it up. Don't cheat. You looked it up, didn't you? But like, can it be 17? Yes. Can it be 21? Of course. Uzaki-chan. Another problem. Like, Uzaki-chan is considered by many to be underage. Now the thing with Uzaki-chan is that, according to the lore, she's at a university. The artist gave her massive titties. Like, she's not behaving like a child. She's behaving like a 20-year-old person. How is the artist supposed to, like, objectively censor themselves? Like, I don't know, this is a legit question that many artists are struggling with, because, like, there are artists that legitimately want to draw over 18 characters. Like, they do not want to draw underage characters, but it's odd. Like, how do you carbon date it? I mean, they can make it so that the lore fits, and they, like, according to the lore, she's over 18, and we're not talking about, like, the 5,000-year-old lore. No, like, she's over 18 in the lore, right? The character is what it is. Like, got massive boobies, it got birthing hips. What more can you do, you know? Like, unless you give her cellulitis and wrinkles and make her into an old hag. So this is the problem, and we're going to go back into it and why it is a problem. But then they talk about content, offering sexual services. Okay, this is illegal in some countries. Like, payment processors probably don't like it. glorification of sexual violence, like another one that's bizarre. Like, okay, so vampires, do we have them? It's fictional, by the way, right? So, like, if you have Blood Rain, beating the neck of a Nazi, and if you played Blood Rain, the game, it's kind of lewd, like, it's not sexual, but it's just play the game and you'll see it. It's fine. It's not a porn game or anything. But, is it allowed? Well, what if you have, like, Bayonetta, you know, like, shooting someone, and she's doing it in a lewd manner? So ridiculous, isn't it? Like so ambiguous. Certain fringe sexual fetish topics or other creations that are hard to distinguish from non-consensual. So, again, like the vampire lady hypnotizing. Redo of healer. Is redo of healer allowed? It's very popular with women. Like, that's the interesting part. Right. So why do I bring up this fact that, like, it's very ambiguous? I mean, well, when you make ambiguous rules like this, life for the artist becomes genuine hell, right? Like, there are people that are trying to operate a business, they're doing drawings, right? They're not real people. Like, again, like, if you're a real person and you just want to paint your boobies on Twitch, you can do that. Zombie Unicorn already did it. So, like, if you're an actual flesh and blood woman, congratulations, you won. You can do porn on the internet. Like, there's many opportunities for you. If you want to draw cartoons, you're fucked. So, the internet is becoming more and more corporatized, is what I'm getting from this. And if you are one of the approved, right, like you're the good guy, then you can actually bend the rules a little bit. You know, like the moderator that looks at your art, they look at it from a subjective point of view, and they can say, yeah, you know, this is fine, this is fine. Oh, yeah, this girl definitely looks 23. Someone else that draws the same girl, oh, she looks 17, banned. So this is like one of the major issues. The other issues is like you're going to see more bad art. Like, you're going to see a lot more furry art now because you know, like, if you draw a 17-year-old furry-looking character, no one will fucking know. So there's that. Californian Steven Universe type of bullshit, that also gets a pass because those characters, like, you know, good luck carbon dating the jewels or whatever they call. I guess, like, the same art from Has Been Hotel, you know, good luck carbon dating the imps. So like, those types of arts are going to be promoted. Art that looks like anime is definitely going to be suppressed. I know this because I seen it happening on Patreon. Like this is what's going to end up as. So the people just, you know, advocating for this, like, thinking, oh, well, I'm against pornography. So, no, you're just pushing more people towards OnlyFans. You're just pushing more people towards the furry fandom. This is what you're doing. I hope you're happy. We used to call these people useful idiots, but it is what it is, you know, like, there is, like, a certain level of sadism. It's like, oh, well, artists are suffering. Yeah. Like, sure, not furry artists. I mean, many of them are going to probably start drawing only that. So it's not like it's going to go away or anything, you know, like this idea that pornography can just be rooted out from the modern world is ridiculous. Like, considering that people always had you know, porn. Like, even before, when I was a kid, I didn't have a computer, and there were magazines that you can buy. So whatever. It's just another website, right? Like people say, oh, it's going to go the way of Tumblr. I don't know, because, like, back when Tumblr did this, you still had options. Now there's less and less options. So, I don't know, like I guess Twitter is going to be inundated now, huh? Like, a lot of artists are going to go on Twitter. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.